What's up? What's up? You remember those commercials back in the day? It was like the thing. What's up? What's up? Anyway, what's up? Hello and welcome to another episode of the Adrienne Ross Show, the basketball edition. Cole and I are very glad you've decided to tune in. Say, what's up, Cole? Give Cole a shout out in the comments. Coco. Trooper is nowhere to be found. He tends to disappear when the camera is on. I want to talk about the schedule again, the schedule for the 2025 WNBA season, in particular, the Indiana Fever schedule. And then I want to point out, if we can have a schedule like this, for the reasons we're having a schedule like this, hey, Cathy Engelbert, the commissioner, she's the head honcho. So if she can put together this kind of schedule, then I think it's fair to say we can expect some other common sense measures on her part, which I'll get to in a moment. But first, let's take a look at the schedule. Here is that schedule. And as I pointed out in the video last night, can you tell I'm a fan of the Indiana Fever? Chances are so are you. Now, the Indiana Fever, will start on May 17th playing Chicago, and it's being billed as a rivalry. So everybody, at least the Indiana Fever, is embracing that rivalry. So that's the first game. Then again, they play Chicago on June 7th. They play Chicago on, where else are we here? Because there are 5 of them. I think I missed some. May 17th, June 7th, and July 26th, and August 9th, and September 5th. 5 times. Now, kudos to Cathy Engelbert. She knows exactly what she's doing. There is this, I was saying rivalry, like, not really. We not want to acknowledge it, but hey, they're embracing it. And the head honcho is very smart to do so because it has created attention. And when I was actually saying tension, it sounded like attention, and they're both correct. It has created a tension and attention. People want to see Caitlin Clark. That's number one. And since Angel Reese has made herself connected, starting with college, to Caitlin Clark and constantly talking about Caitlin Clark, there's a lot of buzz about it. Some of it not so nice out there in internet land, but it is what it is, and it sells. So if you're the commissioner of the WNBA, you're gonna ride the wave because they want more eyeballs. They saw what happened in 2024. They saw Caitlin Clark's fan base do something that we don't often see in women's basketball, and that is the fan base traveling from college over into the professional arena. It doesn't typically happen that way. And honestly, the WNBA wasn't prepared for it. The players weren't prepared for it. They didn't like the attention. They didn't like the eyeballs because it highlighted the good, but it also highlighted a lot of bad, in particular where Caitlin Clark is concerned. And so they all were, about the trolls out there, and they expected Caitlin Clark to not only play basketball, but to also play internet police. Anyway, so they weren't ready for it, but there it was. And you know what? It's going to be even more exciting, especially Indiana Fever fans, because with Stephanie White coming in, because you've got Kelly Crosskoff, because you've got Amber Cox, there's a whole new excitement, and people are already saying, I can't believe I gotta wait 5 months for the season to start, and they're excited about it. And other people have said throughout the WNBA season, 2024 season, that because they tuned in to watch Caitlin Clark, they found other players they respect and they enjoy watching them. So Cathy Engelbert and her team, kudos for actually making a smart decision. I say all that to say this. If she is able to make the decision she made to ride the wave, to prop up a rivalry, to get people interested, and to do it in such a way that this Indiana Fever team isn't playing the kind of schedule they played before, which was horrible. I think they had 11 games in 20 days, and they had some back-to-backs, and they had the most difficult teams in the 2024 season. And now, in this case, they've switched that up a little bit here. They've got Chicago, but then they've got 2 with Atlanta, and they got New York, one that people want to see. Remember, Caitlin Clark's first triple-double of 2024, first rookie to ever get a triple-double, and she did it twice, but it first came against New York. So they've got them pretty early on, and they've got Washington, and then Connecticut. It's good that they've got them early in the season also, and not back-to-back, but early in the season, which is good, of course, because that whole dynamic with Stephanie White leaving Connecticut and coming over to Indiana, and then also bringing one of the coaches with her. So my point is, if the commissioner can be smart enough to try to hook up the schedule, then I gotta believe she's smart enough to know that there are some other things that you're gonna need to do. I did a video some time ago in the 2024 season that was basically saying, hey, I'm playing commissioner. And if I were commissioner, these 5 things I would do right away. Go check out that video. One of the things I said was necessary was that we clean house where officials are concerned. Please don't tell me you're smart enough to do what you got to do to bring eyeballs, more eyeballs, like you're doing with this schedule. Please don't tell me you're smart enough to do that, but not smart enough to make sure you have officials who are up to the task. Again, like I said in that video, clean house. Bring in a team of people who know what they're doing, who are consistent. Study video. Cathy, get a team together. Study video of the officials who are messing it up all the time and get rid of them. It's that simple. Don't throw away anyone you don't need to throw away, but be willing to get rid of those who are not up to the task. What happened with the WNBA finals with Minnesota and New York? What were people talking about? The thing you don't want them talking about. Well, besides Cathy Engelbert's dress, but anyway, besides that, people were talking about the officiating more than they were talking about the games in the finals. Not good. Okay? So great. You got a wonderful schedule. You showed that you know what you're doing as far as that's concerned. So go all the way. Clean house. I have 5 things on that list. I'm not going through all those. I could, because those other things need to be done too. Okay, I'll just remind you, one of them was media training for the players and every person associated with the WNBA who has a public presence. But I digress. Get the officiating right. Be willing to make the moves that need to be moved. Be willing to bring in people. Be willing to train. Get it right. Now is your opportunity. Can you do it, Cathy? Because you see that this is a good time to do some good things. Something you seem to miss when Caitlin came in. Okay, so here we are. Get the officiating right. You got 5 months. Let's go. What do you guys think? Put your comments in the comment section. Like, share. Come on, hit the share button. Doesn't cost you a thing. And subscribe to the channel. Also, hey, by the way, there's a join button. There should be for you to check out the 4 memberships I have to the channel. But I hear people say, I don't have a join button. I don't know why that is. I don't know what's up with that. But I always put the link to joining the channel, or at least looking at the options for joining. That's always in the description of every video. So if your join button isn't there, you can just click that link. I'll catch you next time, God willing. Maybe I'll get to see you in the comments. God bless you abundantly.